Hey guys, it's Sam with The Blind Spot. Today we're going to try and find an alternative to this very bright, white, hard to see Samsung keyboard. So this is the keyboard that you would get on the Galaxy Note 4, the Note 5, the S6, the S6 Edge, the Note 5 Edge, all those current Samsung devices, even some of the older ones. It's very similar. Have a couple different functions, but it still carries this very bright white theme throughout. This is a great keyboard. I really enjoy a lot of the features. It has the Swype Keyboard feature. That's really awesome. I can't use it at all though because of my eyes, but I know my wife really enjoys the swipe feature on her HTC keyboard. Another great feature of this keyboard is you can assign preset text to different buttons. So if you find yourself having to constantly put your email, for example, into different websites, you can assign that to a hotkey, like say your number 1 or something. Now another great feature of this keyboard is that when you remove the S Pen, it automatically jumps into handwriting mode and you can just handwrite your message. But the main problem with this one is that this white theme is very difficult for me to see. I would much prefer a darker theme with more, what do I always say? Contrast. Maybe something a little more like this, for example. This is just your basic Google keyboard. And that, of course, one of the great things about Android, if you find something that doesn't work for you, you can just change it. There are tons of keyboards available on the Play Store. This one is a free download. I'll put the link to it down in the description. All you have to do is install the application, then go into your input settings and select it as your default keyboard. Now you can see that it has a much darker theme. The white letters just really pop off. The buttons are a gray color, so they stand out against that black background. This does also have the swipe feature. Whenever you press on a letter, you get a little pop-up window that pops up in blue. So it further helps to separate that from the background. Really nice. Here's how to get the darker theme. Go into the Google Keyboard settings, then click on Appearance, then click on Theme. You have 4 choices: Material Light, Material Dark, Hollow White, and Hollow Blue. I use Hollow Blue. You do have your voice control button up here in the top right, so you still have that functionality. That's awesome. I use that all the time. One thing I love though is this little button right down here. Looks like a globe. That wasn't it. There we go. When you click on that, it immediately jumps into the handwriting mode. And this handwriting mode works amazingly well. Very impressed with it. Let's see if that wrote it. And there you go. It did. It wrote it perfectly. As I said, I use this voice functionality most of the time. Majority of the time, I'm writing texts and emails and things using the voice. But you guys know there's always that situation. You're in a room full of people. Maybe you don't want everyone to hear what you're saying. Those situations are perfect for the handwriting function. Just click over into handwriting and write it out. Right now I'm about 1 foot to 14 inches away from the screen and I was writing it out no problem. And even if you have terrible handwriting like I do, it still recognizes it most of the time. Now in order to get that function, the handwriting, you do have to install the Google Handwriting app, but once you install that one and launch it, it's always right there. Now this is a rather simple keyboard. It doesn't have a lot of the functionality that the Samsung one does. I wish that I could assign preset text to a hotkey like I can with the other keyboard. I used that a lot when I was using the Samsung keyboard. but maybe they will implement that in the future. There you go, guys. That is a replacement keyboard for your Samsung device, or really any device that has a keyboard that you're not too happy with. I want to thank my big sister Tawny for giving me the ideas for these keyboards. She actually contacted me wanting me to find her a replacement keyboard that had handwriting functionality, and I believe she didn't like the one I found, and then she found these and told me about them, and I've had them on my phone ever since. Alright guys, that's it for me. This is Sam with the Blind Spot. Hope you enjoyed this application. If you guys have any questions about phones or anything in general, please let me know down in the comments or at theblindspotsam@gmail.com. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.